canter. So I do one kiss for go. It means just go, move your feet forward. I never kiss for backwards. I kiss twice for trot, and I kiss 4 times real fast for canter. If I were to kiss and my horse, and I was teaching this, the horse would know I'm supposed to walk. He doesn't know. You probably use cluck, cluck, cluck for this and cluck, cluck, cluck for that, right? So if he doesn't know, that means, oh, I'm supposed to walk off. I think if you had it more clear, I know that I change a lot of people's ideas of what they like to do, so I don't try to do that, but I'm telling you, if it has a real word to it, it'll work better.
It's usually, I usually do different conditions. If I'm writing this.
Okay. So, how do you think he if you ask him to move off, would you cluck? If you ask him to back up, would you cluck? If you ask him to move over, would you cluck? Would all those things involve, right?
Not necessarily.
No? Okay. So he should understand that means move my feet. Okay.
Good boy.
He did exactly what you told him to. You know where your hand is pointed?
Yeah. Is it okay to look close?
Yep, because then we'll help him with the out. He has no idea what you want. Good.
Good boy.
So now you're chasing him with the stick. Is he walking?
Yeah.
So leave him alone. It's easy to get mad at him, but he doesn't know. So now you're going to go ahead and release him by looking at his tail like a butterfly. Ask him to spin his tail away from you. Wiggle to make him back up 1 step so he learns that he has to stay out there until you tell him to do something different. 1 more step. Go up and pet him. That's how you assured him that there is a plan and how many laps he's going to have to do. Okay, so ask him to go out again. Yep. Good. Leave him alone. He doesn't understand what you want. Good. So, how you can fix that is take the end of the rope that you have in your hand and just give him a little wave at it at his rib cage to tell him out or away, whatever you use when you want him to make the circle bigger. So are you giving him some kind of verbal understanding of what you want as far as making this circle bigger?
No.
Okay. So adjusting a lot with your hand is sending energy down to his nose, so if he stops, it's probably because you told him to. Good, leave him alone. He's looking for an excuse to kind of have a little blow up there. When he gets his tail by me, hind yield him, because I want him to look in the direction that he's worried. Hind yield him a little bit more. Wiggle so he doesn't come forward. Good. Now, we're going to leave him alone for a second. So he actually doesn't fully understand what it means to go out on the circle, and he relies on himself being, so he relies on you saying, do this, and I'm going to keep chasing you, right? He relies on you motivating him. As opposed to saying, I'd like you to go out there, please. You should be able to do that. And he says, until she tells me, I'm going to keep going. Until you go, come alive and say, look at his tail, and say, now you can stop. He should just keep going at whatever gait you put him at.
Yeah.
Okay? If you have to keep chasing him, you are a nag. And he's not going to like you very much. Okay? And then a lot of horses, especially horses that lunge, they lunge like this, because they are so disconnected and they absolutely hate this job. But if you do it to where he wants to know, well, when are you going to tell me I can come in? Now he's engaged with you. Now you can do anything you want. You can say, well, I'd like you to pick up to a trot now, and he can pick up to a trot. You can say, I'd like you to change directions now, and he'll change directions. That's all you have to do to get a horse to change directions if you got him connected to you. You know, instead of bringing him in, changing or swinging him around and sending him, you know. If you can talk to them, they'll do anything you want. Where are we at on time? I know he's a little bit tougher.
It's 10:55. I don't know what time she started.
Like,
Just after 10 probably she started.
what's up?
Just after 10?
I think she started just after 10.
It's 10:55, so
Okay.
maybe 10-15 minutes.
Okay. Because he's in a good place to leave him. That's why I was.
Yeah. I can tell you.
I like where he's at. So that's kind of why I was like, if he was a horse that I was working with and nobody was here, I would be done with this horse. That's up to you. Absolutely. Leaving on a good note and this is what the horse you want to always leave is the horse that's going to. That's the horse you want to leave all the time. He doesn't have fire in his feet. He's not even worried about, oh, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. He understood everything you just asked him to do. He's in a good place. I'd put there.
So should I, when I ask him to move out, should I
You mean like when you ask him to leave now? Or
No, like when he's supposed to.
okay, so what I use is when they're like say they're real close to you in the circle. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I take the end of the line. You ever play a game with a wet towel with somebody and just give them a little snap? So first I politely just lob it, like, I'm not going to do it in this direction, so it's confusing. At first I just go like this at the ribs, and I say, ow, okay? If that doesn't work, then I plan on doing a little snap back and give them a little zing in the chest, or in the ribs, and say, out. But if you don't put a word to it, and you just keep plucking at him thinking that's going to make it better, he's not going to understand. He may start trotting, then you're going to be like, no, I didn't say trot. So we don't want to keep making them wrong for thinking they're getting the right answer. If you just give them the word that makes sense to them, and you say out, he's always going to pull away with his ribs. Yeah, there's somebody coming in. It's a girlfriend. So just, and then you can even do it on a straightaway, especially because he crowds you. You know, when you're walking with him, you can go out and give him a little, you know, and then ask him just, well, be careful that you do it. Like, so if you're walking with him, you would do it like this, not like a swing behind. You would want to make sure that you hit him like at the girth and say out. And even when he leans, good boy. Even if he's like all up in your space, but you get that response of a lean away from you, then let him know that the thought got to the right place.
The reward
Yeah. So even if he kind of goes, I think I'm not supposed to be next to you, and then he comes right back at you, try to reward him when he's thinking not to come next to you.
Yeah.
And then gradually you'll get them to where you can say out and you can, because I do a lot of like shouldering in on the line and then outing on the line, so I can get them to kind of oscillate in and out on me. But you have to have a language. Yeah. Or you can use the whip, but yeah, because that's more likely to cause offense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's more about pushing energy, and this is more like, I'm demanding something, and you don't want to demand because he doesn't know the answer.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You can just bring that rope back. You don't have to worry about changing right now. Hi, sweet girl. Hi. So I'm going to stop that video and start a new one just so I don't have everybody all jumbled up together. Hopefully during lunch we'll download